Hello. It's Friday tea time. It's Friday tea time, and I've bribed my cat. I woke up this morning and he was bouncing off the walls from boredom. So I had to do something to prevent him from just screaming at me for the entire 3 hours that I stream. I hope everyone had a good week, or at least a safe week. I thought that for this Friday tea time, we would do the thing that I have not yet done, the thing I've been putting off, the thing that I promised that I would do when I got 50 followers. And that thing is make emojis. I've made a template for the 3 sizes that Twitch requires you to upload emojis for. And I have included reference images for three stream-based creatures that I feel would probably make good emojis. For the quail, I was thinking probably less, just less of the screaming, because I don't think it'll fit. But I kind of like the quail being surprised and like, ah, because mostly you guys shout quail in all caps. The POTU is for me. If you guys are quail, then the POTU, the judgmental POTU, is for me. And then, of course, there's the sheep guana. So, have our little size templates here. And I thought that's what we'd work on today. Because I felt like if I didn't work on it on a stream, like, when was I going to do it? I was going to keep saying that I would do it and then not doing it. If we get bored of this, I can always start inking 3 million foxgloves in an illustration that we started Wednesday? Do we do it on a Wednesday? I don't know. 2 Mondays ago? Anyway, some time ago we started an anger illustration that is still unfinished. So we can work on that. But for starters, I thought, let's do some emoji. So I'm going to start with surprised quail. I'm just kind of see. Okay, we're going to ignore the dingle. Because it doesn't seem important. We can have it go forward. And where should we? Or we could have him close to the front with that wing it. No, let's do kind of middle of the road. Sort of there. And then let's see. Use smaller. Well, maybe this one. No, smaller. Smaller, firmer one. Oh, what about very small? So apparently I've made it too small. You know what? Let's just let's just go with the world's most normal, boring brush. And make it, yep, there. As you can see, we are already at a scale that's problematic. The big square is 128. No, 112. It's 112, 56, and 28 are the official pixel sizes. So 28 by 28 pixels is hilariously small, you guys. Just, yeah, I don't know. It's for the website, I assume, and not any sort of actual display. Actually, now that I think about it, what is 28 times 4? 112. So yeah, that's why. It's 112 is 4 times the 28 by 28 size. And that's why they've used it. But okay, if I zoom in enough, you can see that we're already in count pixels land. And we've only just begun. So we're gonna have to probably do some editing to make sure that this is all visible. For reference to people who don't understand why Valkyrie is confused that it's 112. Generally speaking, you would use blocks of like 24, 64, 128. I want to say, yeah, power of 2. That's the math thing. It's 56 is a perfect middle ground. But yeah, anyway, 28 and 112 are weird. They're unexpected numbers in the realm of sprite art. But to be fair, with the way the web works and technology in general, I'm not sure that the power of 2 thing really matters much anymore. But if you've ever wondered about sprite sizes in all of your old video games, now you know. So, oops. And then obviously across the bottom there. Good. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for quail. The wings might be distracting, though, when we get quite small. Well, I don't know. This one, though, is not working for me. I'm not into it. More like that. Yeah, I don't. The wing. See, the thing is, what the wings are doing to me is sort of ruining the silhouette of the quail. Because I mean, I could also see. I was gonna do it like a full body, but then you get down to here, and it's like, you know, hang on. What's 300%? That's 300%. So, I mean, I could, I could attempt a full actual quail. Let's see what that would look like. Oops, I hid too many windows. Look at my lovely computer backdrop. There we go. What was I going to get? I was going to get reference. I was going to open a reference image. And then I didn't. Oh, I've got a really, where's, there it is. I've got a, yes. I have a good random sketch of a quail. I have a quail with a bunch of baby quail. But that's neither here nor there because it's more about the sitting quail shape. See if we can maybe see it just if I go kind of, oops, that was the wrong button. If I go kind of, you know, just a general quail. No, not that layer. That layer. Come on, do the, there you go. It's quite impossibly small. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to be more creative with our square. Thus the sort of whole quail. It needs more than pot. Like I don't think it'll read particularly well. So what I'm going to apply here is good old-fashioned how to make an appealing video game character knowledge that I've used in the past for sprite characters, which is you make an enormous head with big eyes. And then when it's yay small, it's still a character. And we'll see how that works. That's my plan. Sure, white, why not? Oh, because it's not always going to be on a black square. It will eventually. So yeah, we'll kind of start with that. Let's make sure we have a hard line. Hello, there might be scientists. Welcome to the stream. We're making those emoji at last. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Go back to something with a hard edge, since it's gonna go weird when I shrink it anyway. Ooh, a working laptop. They might be scientists. Madness. Okay, let's... What colors are California quail, even? You'd think I would have it memorized by now. Okay, that was unnecessarily small. There we go. Ah, yes, okay. So, we're going to essentially paint this, or at least sort of in general behave like we're painting it. Is this what has happened to my layers? I ask you. This is still the one I want. Good. So I'm gonna sort of try to behave as if I'm painting flat colors. But this is going to be really challenging at a small scale. This is, by the way, why I haven't done it yet. I'm actually not a huge fan of pixel art for reasons of scale. What do I need? I need a very there we go. I need a very small brush. That's not quite right. Well, okay, it'll do. Can't totally avoid it's just so anti-aliased. Anyway, the scale is such a challenge that I've sort of been trying to avoid it, is what I'm saying. Probably I should be doing this in vector. That would probably be better. And yet here I am, not doing that. Ah, well. If it fails, it fails. Yes, our craft. It is, it's already saved named file, so that I can just hit Control S, save it. Now, there is some question about how well this will work when I make it small. But we will try just to do a full one and see, I think. Just do the experiment. Because otherwise, how will we know? So get some stuff in there. Tidy up the edges. No, the quail may have to have some sort of white outline silhouette thing. It's the black background is, yes, also sort of a consistent issue. I'm just gonna so yeah, no, the black lines will not work on Twitch's black background. They will require additional effort. But hopefully we can at least get, in fact, you know what we should do? Let's turn that back on. There. See, there's our problem. So let's, oops, not on that layer. So let's go back and see if we can make sure that our quail pops. Let's see. What layer? This layer. And then of course there's the trick of where they appear, whether they're on light or dark. It's a whole thing. Don't now. Let's try to make this stand out without. I don't really like white halos, so I'm kind of trying to manage without them. But they are the easiest solution. Yep, I think we're just gonna have to go from there. Gonna tidy up the wing area. And give us more, because you know that it's just all fancy decorative feathers here. Okay. There's our sample quail here. Let's, how many layers are we? Group our layers. and do some. Hello, Cascadia Studio. Enjoy lurking. We're trying to make emoji. I have sharpened the edges. I question my choices, but it's fine. I swear I should do these. I should do these in vector. I swear I should do these in vector. So zooming out has shown me a couple of things. One, I feel like we need more. Oops. No. Move the. Thank you. We need more. Can't be the top one. It has to be the bottom. We need a more. Hello. Now you're just being weird, Photoshop. Thank you. We need a more open mouth because it's not going to read when it's really small, is what I was trying to say before. So I'm going to try and make that happen. Okay. Better. I am not going to mess with the pixels yet. Fun fact, it's called pixel pushing. It's when you overfiddle at an extreme detail level. But it's almost always necessary for any kind of small pixel count sprite, because if you make it larger and then shrink it down, you'll realize things that aren't reading clearly. Okay. Where's our color? It's too dark, and I'm just gonna fudge it. That's better. I'm gonna fudge it, and then I'm gonna kind of blend it with an in-between color. There we go. Hello, Eric333. It's a sheep guana, so you're pretty close. It's a long-running stream character joke. It's set to be one of the little emoji we make today. Okay, so now, oh look at that! I've I guess probably squidged the sketch in here too. Oh well, that's fine. Where's our black? There's our black box. Okay, let's do some tidying here. We want you to be. I want to scale you by pixels. Of course, that's too hard. Of course it is. 28. But actually, you need to be slightly smaller than 28, like 26. Yes. Now you see the intrinsic difficulty. So. Oops. So if I just grab ourselves a pencil tool here. Are we not? This is, it's my fault. We can see sort of what the issue is. Okay, probably went too small. I see what the problem. Probably made it too small. Got too excited. So that's actually probably just 1 pixel less. Probably fine. So yeah, the silhouette works. But as you can see, we have our work cut out for us for tidying. So first, I'm just gonna, we can clean this up later, but I'm just gonna create kind of a general, this is where our white outline will be. Going for kind of like a 1 pixel outline. And then we can tidy that up later. So that is, this is 100%. That's the coil. I am wondering, friends, if possibly what we need. What in the world? Ah, I see what's happened. Hang on. I got excited. There we go. I am wondering if what we need to do is not use the whole coil. I am wondering if, hang on, not close enough. I'm wondering if we need to use like the top half. Let's see. The largest amount that fits that way. I am wondering if this will work better. Just cut off a little bit of the bottom there. Because this is very small. This is at least slightly larger. So that we can maybe get more of the sort of face detail in there. Yeah, see that the Margot, hang on. I need to check something. The Margot one is done in vector as opposed to in Photoshop, which is what I was complaining about. See, okay. This it's in chat it appears to be 56 by 56. So I am unclear what the 28 by 28 is for. I guess it's for, oh, you know what it's for? It's super unimportant. It's, I don't know, it might even, I'm unclear. I think it's in the pop-up. It's also the Margot emoji. Yeah, the emoji of the barn swallow that Arcraft just shared is Hannah's, and it is. I looked at it and I was like, that's not that small, and I went to I pulled it off of chat and just checked the size on my computer because I was skeptical, and it's 56 by 56, not 28 by 28. So I don't know what this tiny one is for, but I'm starting to feel like maybe we don't bother planning for it. No, Okay, Photoshop has lost its mind. And I have no explanation. Photoshop, come back. Just there we go. So it occurs. So yeah, I'm not sure that this matters. Now that I'm trying to look at it. So I'm wondering if possibly we just don't worry about it. It has a little bit of a I don't know where it goes or what it's for vibe, but I suspect it's for some sort of like selection-y display. The long and short of that being that it's can I have a 1 pixel? Thank you. Being that it's probably not important. When I interesting. When I just drag it to my desktop, I get an emoji that's 56 by 56. Like I get a PNG that's 56 by 56 when I just save it. So I don't know. I mean, it is quite, I don't know. It's quite small. Is 56 or is 28 by 28. Ah, I see. Yes. Because this is 100 and it's so small. Emoji are hard to design, everyone, is what it's come down to. And it's why I haven't done it yet. Because just scale is such a problem. Because you just this is 100% for on my screen. For you, it's smaller. Let's see let me look here and see if I can sort of match the size to the chat. Is that closer? Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's kind of the comparison. And it's not really working. Like it's just not clear. Okay, let's so let's see. Try one more thing here. Still vector shrinks better. It doesn't necessarily, I mean, it needs fewer details for sure, but vector just it shrinks more cleanly. and that helps. Yeah, that's fine, Valkyrie. It's more about the line making than it is about the initial pixels versus vector. So, okay. The more anti-aliasing an image has, I'm just doing this for a reference. Now, the more anti-aliasing an image has, the more you get a sort of a blurred edge when you scale it to a very small size. And the harder it is for the computer to decide, like for example, where this pupil is, because it's got too many colors to try and figure out, and it gets confused and lost. But vector has less of that from the get-go, so it's easier to shrink it to sort of an acceptable scale. But again, we're really like we're making pixel art here. At this point, at 28 by 28, you're making pixel art. How do I make the Photoshop? I've never asked you this before. How do I make your eraser tool into a there it is. How do I make your eraser tool into the single pixel pencil tool? That's the answer. Okay. So yeah, that's the trick that we're dealing with here, is that we're sort of at a pixel art scale. But I feel like this is kind of the answer that we're going to end up with, is something along those lines. And then that was okay the way it was. But the dingle. The dingle. Dingle? Oops. Kind of like that. Oops, too many times. Yeah, it does. It makes it visually smoother the more pixels you have. Oh. Yeah, I don't really, I don't know, that's just the word we've always used. So that's kind of where that's at. I don't know. I don't know if it's working, though. Still not sure it's like properly readable. Wait, let me try. That's kind of chat scale, I think, on your screens. Oops. I think. Kind of there-ish. And I just don't, I don't think it reads. So let's politely move on. We'll work on that again at some point. Where am I? I'll just oops. I'll just put all of these. I'll just keep hitting the wrong key is what I'll keep doing. I'll just put all of these into a box for later. And we'll deal with them then. So let's try something completely different. Let's go back to the days of yore. How far back into the days of yore must I go? Aha. Do we want the animate? Let's go with the first one, this one. We're opening a whole new art program, everybody. In the wrong screen, it turns out. No? Cool. Hello? Adobe. Okay. Let's get you back over here. I don't know if you guys remember my friend Adobe Animate and our little buddy here, who's all rigged for animation because we did animation that one time. In fact, while we're here, you may recall. Oh, are you not the? You're just the rig. Interesting. I wonder where the actual animation is. Oh, it's called Animation 2. Of course it is. Why would I work in the same file? So back in the olden times, you may recall that things like this happened. I just have them all in different layers. Cool. Let's see, what other animation did we do? We had a little happy head bob. We did sleep time. We did a yawn and then falling asleep. We did nothing. That's just nothing. Ah, yes. There's this, the small quail. And then I think this was the master. Yeah, this is the master level. So no, don't save. So anyway, the idea here, we'll just make a new layer, is that we could use this. So we could use this to figure out. So I kind of was thinking, I'm just gonna try and. I was thinking of attempting to sort of really, thank you, to sort of like curl him up, so that I should probably have used the animation one. I bet I rigged it better. But sort of, have him curled into a little ball, basically. I'll just draw it with purple, apparently, as well. So, you know, like, so tail, like that, you know. Try and have him curl into kind of a ball. And maybe then fit nicely into a square. He's just going to be so small, but I so want to have the whole sheep. It doesn't work. The sheep guana doesn't work unless he's all there. Yes, the sheep guana is the sheep. I think the sheep guana animation is on YouTube. Surely the sheep guana animation is on YouTube. So that's my thought, is to kind of make that happen, which means I'm just gonna, nope, I'm gonna do some touching up here. I'm gonna tint the legs a darker color. Photoshop, you being weird. Fine. I'll figure out what color it is myself. Just so they stand out, I want them to, yes, good. Yeah, without the body, it would be like an iguana wearing like a sheep costume. I'm just gonna, actually, you know what? That's probably fine as it is. Apparently, past Sarah thought this through. Good job, past Sarah, for having a plan. Oops, not all the toes though. Come with me, all of the toes. Ah, I assumed that Arcraft found it on YouTube. The first few streams that I did are not on YouTube because I didn't save them, and I did not at the time realize that I could download them from Twitch. So they're lost forever. But that's fine. They weren't amazing. I got better. As you do. Just gonna, and kind of there. Maybe not quite that far. Just fiddling. There we go. And then tail, I'm gonna just have to redraw you, I think. Oh yeah, I actually think that the sheep guana animation was the was the first time chat got really upset that in the course of me making something I broke an animal drawing or sculpture. I think that was the beginning. I think that was the beginning of chat's genuine distress. Every time I did not treat a drawing with the appropriate care they felt it deserved. Oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. I feel like there might be, well, whatever. That's the ha ha ha. I found the setting I wanted. I use this every day for work, you guys. But they recently changed the UI. So some things have moved. Okay, I'm just gonna, I want to make sure that we're using this space, like, as much of it as possible. So let's do that. Just a slightly larger tail. And then we'll steal these. I think we will probably need more of them. But for now, because we've added tail kind of. Okay. Well, those aren't evenly spaced in any way. Let's attempt to fix that. Vaguely. There we go. A vague attempt. And then stripes. Stripes that are... Also, this doesn't work anymore, which is sort of driving me insane. The selection tool has gotten very grumpy about everything. There we go. Yeah, when UI changes, it's very frustrating for one's professional workflow, is what I'm saying. There we go. So, so yeah, kind of like that. Let's, yes. Now, let's move our toes. So they're a little bit clearer. And then, because it's just gonna confuse the issue, let's delete the back leg. We don't need to see it in our tiny emoji. It'll just create confusion. There we go. Of course not. Of course not. Could we have this color? Like, whatever. Fine. Like that. No, it was better before. Turns out. There we go. Yes. Just gonna save. And then I'm gonna export legacy, because I don't like your new export tools either. I just want a PNG. Wow. Last time I exported legacy was last Christmas. Cool. Put it on the desktop, please. Sheep guana curl. Yes. Yes, make it enormous for no reason, please. Thank you. Okay. Yes, the grocery store, and then they rearrange the grocery store, and you just step in, and you're like, no, I can't. I don't know where anything is anymore. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and stare into the void of the grocery store. Where did I put this thing? There it is. Good. So this is our curled up sheep guana. It's currently, hang on. We need to rasterize that layer. Cool. Now that we've done that, let's tidy it up a little bit. Let's take this bit and kind of give it, there we go. Just give it a nice bit more round. Bit more round. Take the whole thing and kind of squidge it over a little bit. So let's get you into let's see if we can get you to pretty much, so let's see, you need close. We need to, we can make this work. Just get you, there we go. Perfect. Now you fit into that box. How do you look on black? So there's our sheep guana, kind of just curled up in a box. I think that what we need to do is a little bit of give him a little bit of form. So what's the right way to go about doing this, I ask myself. Possibly too late. Want to just we're still a pencil tool. I see. We want, yeah, that, but like you know, just in here. Kind of just give ourselves a little bit of a shadow to go with. No, this layer. Just wanna because when we zoom way out, Okay. Now we can sort of fiddle with and then yeah, going outside is a little at this point a little anxiety inducing. I know the feeling. I'm not a huge fan of proximity already, so the whole making sure that everyone is 6 feet away from you thing is already stressful. So I'm gonna have to fiddle with this a little bit, but I feel like it's gonna give us better definition when we go quite small. So just trim it down some. There we go. And then let's add some lines. Not pencil. Let's do something that's got a hard edge. Maybe the chisel one. Because what we want to do is get a good clear sort of delineation here. Again, so that when we're quite small, it's clear what's going on. So that's pretty good. I'm feeling pretty okay about this one. Well, at least toilet paper was achieved. They might be scientists. That's at some point I traded toilet paper for sourdough starter, bagels, and paper towels. In an exciting contactless illicit exchange. It's very exciting. So now we have biggest one. Let's do our best to make it very small and hope for the best. See, again, you see my problem. Various things just disappear completely. So because lines or eyes were less than 4 pixels, because we've gone so much smaller, they've disappeared. So now we have to put them back. As you can see, sort of none of the details survived. It's that element of like, this is all that's, yeah, it just doesn't. Okay, we're gonna, instead of dealing with this, instead of editing it more at this scale, we're gonna go back and edit it more at this scale and see if we can't make a difference. So we're gonna make some harder lines. It's been sort of an adventure to see what is available at any given week. Because sometimes it feels like it's plenty, and sometimes you're like, why is there no flour or rice, or why is there toilet paper but no paper towels? Oops. Let's make sure that ear has an outline. And that it's got a clear. Okay. Gone through and tried to kind of clear some of the details up so that when we scale it, they will be readable, hopefully. But we are making it very small. Okay. So let's try again. To make you the proper scale. 28 by 28. So that's a little bit clearer. Can probably work with that a little bit anyway. So that's sheep guana. I think that I don't really know if I can make it much better with pixels. I can kind of try. But it kind of feels a bit fiddly. Ooh, like what I can do though is make it fuzzier. Can make it look fluffier. Yes. Yes. Just there we go. So I feel like that's probably the best the sheep guana is gonna get in small scale. Let's see what we got in 50. What are we? 56 by 56. Yes. So 56 by 56. And then so there's a sheep guana anyway. We might have to work on the quail sort of separately. So wait, let's see. What is on your screen? It's kind of like that. It's kind of that size. Let's do just a little bit of sort of, oops, that's not the right place to put that. I'm just gonna do a little bit of like, nope, that was too dark. I'm gonna do a little bit of like detail. Detail touch up. What do I need? I need to really, like that one. Yes. So there. I feel like that's probably maybe a little bit more of. See, now I am pixel pushing. Yeah, that's kind of a clearer outline. Let's okay. So, kind of feel like at least this one works okay. I think the quail, I think I'm going to have to do, in fact, turned off so many layers. Giant sheep guana. Look at, so that's just kind of a good gauge of like trying to make sure it scales down. Anyway, I feel like the sheep guana works. I feel like it looks pretty good. I need to simplify these down. And then I wonder if I can upload them live while streaming and make that work. I wonder if that's a possibility. I wonder. Well, let me show you the boring bit of doing this. So that I have to take this, take this layer, I have to make a new file. Oh, good, it is properly sized. This one's 11 by 11, no background. Save you as not that folder. Why would you not say, anyway. Sheep guana curl, 112. No, not a PSD, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I could delete it later. It needs to be a PNG. Sheep guana underscore 12. Cool. Then I need to do it with this one. Clip. Oh no. Not that size. We're 1 pixel too. We're 1 pixel too high. Well, that's fine. I'm sure it won't matter. And then you need to be a PNG called sheep guana curl underscore 56. Isn't this exciting? So much of my day-to-day job is exporting stuff like this on any kind of game project. No, because we're not in the realm of GIFs. A PNG has, to read the question, do you have to worry about the white fur on the white background for those of us with black backgrounds? I do not believe so, because I believe we're using PNGs, or at least it's asking me to upload PNGs. And PNGs have gradations of alpha channel as opposed to just solid color or transparent. GIFs are not super common anymore because we've got better technology. But, oops. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. If we do have to worry about it, I will. Yes, I know I'm clipping. I will. I'll fix it. But, okay. And this one's 28. Okay. Done the things. What are we? Now, let's see what happens. What happens while I'm live if I attempt, oh dear. If I attempt to do this. Well, oh, it says I know I'm broadcasting. Do I even know how to do this? Affiliate on emotes. We're getting there. Okay. No, that's just the emote settings. Loyalty badges, subscription names. But I want to there. Yep. Okay. Wait. badges are a different size scale. No, not helpful. Am I gonna have to Google how to do this? So possible. Okay. If I no, no, no. The subscription names, emotes, loyalty badges, bits and cheering, other stuff. I know. Where's my moderator? Let's see. Google. Upload emoji to Twitch. This is the affiliate partner settings tab. Click emotes and upload. See, that's where I just was. I did not see an upload. I did not see an upload. Is it? No, it's. Aha! I found it. Okay. Let's attempt to make this happen. Let's watch Sarah learn to use the internet live. Let's watch her Google how to use the thing she's currently live streaming on. Yes, if you sub, you get emotes automatically. That is correct, Unicorn Duke. But you can also unlock them with sheep guana. So, save changes. Now, I think I have to figure out, I think I have to, let's see, what are those? Okay. I'm going to choose an emote to unlock. No. Apparently not. I'm going to attempt to put, nope, does not work. Well, it's pending. Oh no, everyone. It's there, but it's pending. So apparently there's some sort of review process, or I just am not allowed to introduce emotes in the middle of stream. Anyway, we did a thing. Of course, they need to approve the emotes. Lord knows what I drew and put them in there. A review would make sense. Anyway, that's I've put it in. I might switch it so that it's quail first, but right now all we have is a sheep guana. So it's a sheep guana, and we'll try our best. I feel like the Po2 will be the better one to edit. Anyway, your future is now sheep guana emoji. So guys, that was hard. That was hard, and I'm a little bit tired and frustrated now because technical things and very small scale. So I think what's going to happen now, instead of me attempting to work out how to make quail work, because I think I'm going to have to actually use my brain, and that's always hard to do when I'm also saying things out loud. I think that what's going to happen is we're going to go back to our old friend Anger. I think we're I think we're going back to working on our very angry digitalis. I missed that stream. Why are digitalis representing anger? It's digitalis and monkshood, and chat picked. I threw out some ideas. I wanted some taller plants to break the back, and chat went all in on poison, and just started listing off poisonous plants. So we've got aconite and digitalis for our anger, and I have carefully and lovingly, sketched. So this is sort of the concept. We got through that part, and then since I've been carefully and lovingly sketching in hilarious detail the rest of the plants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brief break to make some more tea, because I need more tea. My throat's getting a little bit dry. And then I'll be back in a few minutes. And we will carry on with this because I think I've done all of the emoji drama I can handle for today. So I will see you in a few minutes. If you have suggestions about future emoji, think of them while I'm gone. But while you're thinking of them, think about how well they'll appear in 28 pixels by 28 pixels. And I will be back shortly. I am back. More tea. I see we're still very excited about poisons in chat. Yet, to be fair, both aconite and digitalis can be used for medicinal purposes. So, what we're really saying is that anger is medicinal. How many different... We will start with actual anger, I think. The word, I mean. Actual anger, the word. Do I remember what I used to ink the other one? No idea. Probably that feels like it'll work anyway. You know what? You know what we could do? Just close that. Go back. Grab anxiety. Sounds awkward, doesn't it? There's the Photoshop document. Take anxiety. Do we have yes. Nope, just come with me. Come with me over to anger. Aha. I found a problem. I'm gonna need to make the whole thing bigger. Could have done that before I did all the detail sketching, couldn't I? Probably should have. Oh well. It's fine. There we go. Because that'll give me a better idea of what I did before in terms of line weight. There we go. Sorry. It's been that kind of day. I had to fix the sound while I was away. Let me know if this is better. My headphones disconnected, and when they reconnected, they took over the mic, and then I had to fiddle with the audio settings to make it revert. And hopefully it's back. Excellent. Sorry about that. Essentially, whenever these headphones are Bluetooth, and when they disconnect and reconnect, they want to, okay, so about like that, cool. Whenever they disconnect and reconnect, they want to be the microphone as well, for some reason. I guess just because they have a microphone and they're so excited about it. But for some reason they override whatever settings I already had, which is a little bit frustrating. I feel like I did not, in fact, use this brush, because the shape is not helpful. Okay, maybe that. Yes, probably better. Oh, a tour of the First Nations garden and the Japanese and Chinese gardens. That sounds lovely. I miss open botanical gardens. That's a thing that we don't have right now. But it was super nice once. Once in the days of yore. When we could go to botanical gardens and state parks. Someday. More poot. Ah, Canada. Poor things on top of French fries. Give it a name. Cintiq, have you gone weird while I was gone? Nope. Nope. Says it's fine. Cool. So, yeah. It's apparently just gonna be that kind of day. I'm starting to be deeply concerned that what I really need is a new laptop, which I can't afford. And which I guess I would mail order. I don't know. It seems like quite the thing to try and do while social distancing and all of the shops are closed. But probably it could be sent in the mail. But it's certainly not behaving in a manner that I find reassuring. Although it is possible that OBS just breaks its drivers. Yes, we'll see. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. They might be scientists, but it's totally possible that they're just totally out. That it might even be hard to find a laptop. So I'm going to tell you a boring tech story. A thing that I learned the other day. My computer is from 2014, and it has a very nice NVIDIA graphics card. Macintosh no longer support Apple Macintosh. Yes, Macintosh of my childhood. Apple no longer supports NVIDIA graphics cards, which they put into their own machines. But their operating system no longer properly supports them. So I have a suspicion that some of my issues are from that. Which is frustrating because I like NVIDIA graphics cards. Also because I have one in my computer. But I suspect that that is part of the reason why attempting to stream while drawing, for example, like this is just, it's starting to lag and be weird again. I don't know why. It's a problem. Anyway, there's your fun computer fact for the day. You learn something new all the time. Yeah, I think it just doesn't want me to draw, frankly. I don't, but it does not, it does not do this while I'm not streaming. Another fun fact, which is why I question. But the thing about the graphics card lack of support is that it means that it won't will let you really use the graphics card for extra processing power, which is bad for example, rendering rendering from After Effects or Premiere, which we aren't doing right now, but I suspect a similar issue when attempting to screen capture and stream simultaneously. I suspect, but I don't know for sure, which is annoying. Anyway, in a weird way, moving my whole computer setup to the other side of the room and streaming Clay has become easier. Because I don't have to fight with the program I'm using to try and make a smooth line, for example, if I am sculpting a lizard. Apparently I'm having a complainy day. How are you guys? Apparently I am grumpy today. Maybe it's just that I tried to make emoji. And that turned out to be hard. And I remembered why I'd been putting it off. But I don't know. Yes, you do have to wait for the clay to completely dry. Especially if you're pit firing, to wait for it to be completely dry. I suggest you make a whole bunch of stuff. Yes. Basically, you make a lot of things. And by the time you've made enough of them, the first sort of round is dry. It's also possible that it's mad at me because I keep rotating the screen, and that's harder for it to render, harder for it to deal with. It's very possible. That it's mad at me for not wanting to work straight up and down. But I feel like this was not, like, I feel like this didn't used to happen, is what I'm saying. I feel like I did not once have issues with live streaming digital art, that the slowdown and the weirdness did not happen, and I don't know what's changed. But I do not like it. Oh yeah, you need some burnishing rocks. You have to burnish at a specific level of dryness, so keep a lookout. Ah, computer. Computer, why do you not want me to succeed? We're in this together, surely. Okay. Maybe you don't think so. Is that the problem? You don't actually believe we're in this together? Well, what can you do? Oh. Oh, computer. You've been so good for so many years. Why must it be now? So, the internet has been giving me Animal Crossing envy. Everyone is building fancy islands full of cool stuff. It's true, 6 years is pretty good for a computer. But it was a darn expensive computer. So yeah, I have Animal Crossing envy, is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's probably because Apple wants me to buy a new one. And I can't play Animal Crossing because I do not have a Switch. But everyone is all showing off their exciting islands full of decorations. I'm just gonna undo this line 30 times. Oh. And I too want to decorate an island. Because I didn't care until I knew that you could rearrange the landscape, like the actual ground. And I'm a sucker for a game that will let me build things. And arrange things. So I also feel like I get about halfway through the stream and then this starts. Like it was fine before when we were working on the sheep guana. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but next week we're definitely going back to working with clay. Next Friday tea time, possibly also next Monday. It's going over to the other desk. Because this is ludicrous. Like I'm drawing these lines so slowly just in the hopes that the computer can keep up and not skip or go weird. Like that. See, like what was that? I did such a nice job and then it didn't register that I'd picked the brush up. It's true. Animal Cross. So I have a personal Animal Crossing canon, which is that you are playing a retired hitman, and the raccoon is helping you launder your money. Because if you look, like, think about the things you sell that raccoon. Yeah, instead of weird Tolerant, we'll talk about clay with sand. But I mean, like, say you run around selling that raccoon trees and shells and stuff in exchange for property. I mean, I think that you're both part of some sort of larger criminal organization. I think he's definitely helping you launder ill-gotten gains. You know how good the hospitality and entertainment industry is for that kind of thing. I mean, who knows how much that stuff cost? Anyway, it's okay. I'm kind of getting used to the clay with sand, or it like sort of learning what it's good for, what it can do, and what I should not try and make it do. Unfortunately, what I should not try and make it do is like the the skinks I'm putting on a teapot. So we'll muddle through somehow. Uh, yeah, the Tijuana red seems like it was made to be a good hand building clay. There's still a possibility I'll drag that small grill onto the deck and attempt to make a tiny wood fire kiln. Oh, you're not really working for me here. That's better. There we go. I have to see if I can scavenge some bricks. I can't put it directly on the. It's too small to put directly on the deck. I'd be worried that it'll get too hot and cause some issues. I also have to figure out where to get charcoal in today's landscape of contactless delivery and weird things running out at grocery stores. Because I would need charcoal. And probably also some like wood scraps that I don't necessarily have. I don't know if they sell charcoal at the grocery store. I feel like only seasonally. And it feels like a thing they might have sold out of in this time of, oh no, we have to cook all of our own food. I would assume something place like Home Depot would be more likely to have it. Charcoal. I don't have I don't have wood. I have a very small grill that I would be essentially stealing from my neighbors, and a deck. I have a lot of leaves that have fallen from the tree. In terms of flammable substances, that's what I have, and they're probably actually pretty damp. I might have a few small sticks. There's potential there. But, oh, computer. Why? Yeah, I mean, I've got so much newspaper. I have practically a stockpile of newspaper because I use it all the time with ceramics. And they send you those weekly coupons that no one uses. You know, the ones, the newsprint coupon pack. You know what, E? I'm starting to get sick of you. I'm gonna move on. Just gonna ignore you for now. Do you like that, E? Oh, anyway, yeah, I feel like I need either large logs or charcoal, probably charcoal. I don't know how I would turn large logs into charcoal effectively in the world's tiniest grill, because I need quite a lot of heat to effectively use a grill for firing, even low fire. But I really want to try the thing where you burnish a small pot and then fire it to black. That would be so cool. Yeah, newspaper. The newspaper package coupons is great. They use it for pottery. They use it for shipping. No, Arcraft. I am not certain that a gas grill could get hot enough, because it is limited by machinery more so than just a metal bowl in which one builds a fire. I mean, maybe, but I suspect no. Yes, the coupon books are so useful. I mean, not as coupons, obviously, but as packing material, as filler for the inside of a clay sculpture, to keep clay from sticking to surfaces you've put it on. If, like me, what you have is a lot of random pieces of plexiglass to use as clay boards. It's just a very, very useful, surprisingly useful thing to get in the mail. It turns out. Getting there. Our anger is getting there. Our craft, it needs to get up to above 900 degrees Celsius. More ideally between 1800 and 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, you can make a gas kiln, but I'm not sure. Not sure a commercial available gas grill can achieve the required temperature. I mean, if you've got space in a gas grill you want to sacrifice to find out, sure, go for it. Disclaimer: be careful. Use safety precautions. But yeah, I think that it's I think that it is beyond the capacity of your everyday gas grill. The reason you can do it in a regular sort of just bowl charcoal grill is because you can abuse that however you want. You can build as much of a fire in there as you would like, and keep it going for as long as you want. Although I imagine there's some fiddly elements to doing it that way as well, that I do not know of, but will surely find out about if I try. Do you know what's hard to do when your computer is lagging with your brush? Nice smooth curves. Not super easy to do when everything's a little bit twitchy. Yeah, the melting temperature of aluminum is going to be one of the fiddly bits. Yeah. I'm not actually sure what the melting temperature of aluminum is. There's a reason that there's specific high fire wire for clay support, because it's above the melting temperature of most things. When you do, like, for example, even a mid-fire, like a cone 5 or 6, what I fire at. So, you know, that's that bit there. That bit there is less than ideal. I think for now we're just going to leave it. We'll deal with it later. Now I wish I was at the other table working on pottery. If that was a thing I could easily do midstream, we would have switched by now. Would have gone to do something else. But hey, really? Just gonna hit save. We hey Valkyrie, we uploaded a sheep guana, and then I just really was out of patience, and took a break and came back to this, but my computer is losing its tiny mind. And yeah, no, it says the drivers are fine. Oh dear. Huh. It said the drivers were fine, and the act of doing that broke them. Maybe it's nope. Hang on. Okay, cool. In case you're wondering what has just happened, I can no longer put my pen on my Cintiq. Now it's stuck on the other screen. The button to switch them doesn't work. So I'm just gonna put this up for a minute and try and fix it. Because that's not. Yep, it says errors are found, and then I restart the driver. And then it doesn't fix it. So I'm going to unplug the Cintiq. That may break this stream. No, the stream weirdly carrying on like it still believes it's there. Weird. Okay. Plug it back in. Maybe that will magically solve all of my problems. It did not. It did not magically solve all of my problems. Well. Well. Technical difficulty is fun. Have a good night, Auntie Shepherd. So here's you know what, we're gonna devolve into chaos, I think, is what's gonna happen. I think here is the deal that I'm gonna make. Just gonna take that break time off. I think that what we make, because the only way for me to, the only remaining, having unplugged and plugged it back in, I will try turning it off and turning it back on. And then I will quit you. Just gonna do an experiment. But I have a suspicion that what's gonna happen, friends, is that we are going to stop early. Yes. Okay. Turn the Cintiq on. Still says no device is connected. Cool. So anyway, if I can't resolve this shortly, I think that what will happen is we will end early today, and then I will just even it out by making Monday's stream just a little bit longer. Because I don't really have a solution to this problem beyond restarting everything. And being gone for 15 minutes and then streaming for 15 extra minutes seems silly. So I don't know why it's doing this to me all the time now. But beyond restarting, I don't have an easy solution. And repairing the drivers is not working. It just keeps finding errors. It no longer sees the Cintiq as a thing that exists. So, unfortunately, we're just gonna zoom out a little bit, just show you what's to come. Just give you a good image there with my mouse. So that's what we're working on. Working on some anger. There's our lovely background. Hopefully, everything will get fixed, and you'll get to see it finished. In the meantime, we're going to wrap up early. We'll do some pottery stuff next week. We still have to finish the skink teapot. And then we'll do a poll for what we're going to sculpt next Friday. And by the next time we stream, there should be a sheep guana emote available for everyone. So that's cool. You're welcome. They might be scientists for the sheep art on Patreon. Hey, did you guys know I have a Patreon? You can become a patron. And for $5 a month, you can demand that I draw things for you, like sheep. Oh yes, and my thick Belgian draft horse. I drew a sheep that stole a hat with a smug expression. Let's see, I drew a scruffy unicorn. This spring requests. I drew a scruffy unicorn. I drew a nice chunk Belgian draft horse. And what was the other thing that I did? Oh, that's right. Our craft wanted Cthulhu, not Cthulhu. The Go to the Woods with 1,000 Children, the horrifying elder god, something Nagath or something like, I don't know. Anyway, a horrifying elder god goat, which I did. Yes, that's right. Shub, but I don't know. They're all unpronounceable words. Yes. I see why it blocked that one from I see why I had to allow that one. Shubnagroth is how we're going to say that. But yeah, so that was the spring. We've done a quail. I think it has to be sheep. Nyarlathotep. There's come up with I need a better pun for Nyarlathotep. Yug sheepgoth. Yeah. Anyway, we like to turn happy farm animals into horrifying Cthulhu monsters in my Patreon. So come for the Quail Thulu. Stay for the horrifying goat monsters. Anyway, sorry that we've broken the technology and are ending early, but I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the technical bits of making emoji and at least a little bit of anger inking. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. I will see you on the internet or Monday for Monday Shelter in Place. I really have to learn to change the title on these things. It still says Monday Shelter in Place, and I have only just noticed. I'm bad at Twitch. Where is my moderator to tell me these things? Anyway, I hope you guys had fun, and have a good night. Bye.